Hey there, folks. My name is Daizoren, and welcome to another episode of MonDaiz / MarviDaiz with MarviPen right over here. Hi, Marv.
Howdy. How you doing?
Doing all right. How you doing?
I'm beautiful. As
All
always.
right. A little tired over here, but otherwise doing okay. So this week we have some news to talk about. Like, we found stuff to talk about. Probably the biggest thing that came out this week that people like, the entire internet is exploding over this, is that Fallout 4 was announced. Now, I am super excited about this. Marv, not so much. Marv, do you want to explain why, though?
Well, basically, since the 2 years or so since I've been doing YouTube and broadened my gaming horizon, it is not a game that I have played, or really stumbled across, to be fair. And prior to that, my game catalogue sucked, which is the reason I have not played it, and thus not much really interested in it.
Right. So yeah, Marv's never actually played the game. So if you guys want to give him a little bit of encouragement in the comments, I've already told him that he should play it. Actually, I think we talked about it last time. That I said that you should. Yeah, because I was telling you about how they create your character or whatever at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because you like go through and do tests and stuff as a kid. So yeah, you should definitely check out Fallout 3. Like, if you get
it. Should I start at Fallout 3 or 2?
Fallout 3 is actually designed by or made by a different studio than the first two Fallout games. The first two Fallout games aren't a first-person game either. They're like RTS style, like Command and Conquer, like that kind of like aspect or that kind of camera. Yeah. So it's a very different style game. Also, they came out like in the mid or early 90s, so they're like very old games. They're not bad. I mean, they're still cool, but I would definitely just say start with Fallout 3 because I think it's like a really good game. Have you ever played like any of the other like Bethesda games like Skyrim, Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls games?
Yeah. I've played Skyrim and another one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
It plays very similar. Like, they have similar like setups for the way the game plays, but the systems are a little bit different. Like in Fallout, the shooting system is a very different system than you would find in anything in the Elder Scrolls. But yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. You should definitely give it a try. I think I dumped 80 hours into Fallout 3. So yeah, and like there's like 5 different DLC packs for it, which are all amazing. So definitely worth playing. And for anybody out there who hasn't played it, I would definitely recommend checking it out, at least giving it a try. Like I said before, I spent like an hour playing it originally, and then stopped playing it for like a couple months, and then came back to it and played it again and absolutely loved it. So it takes a little warming up to, I think, but once you've warmed up, it's amazing. Cool. But it will be coming out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. No real word, looks like, from if anything else. Some people are upset about it not being on Xbox 360 and PS3, but I mean, we're 2 years now into the new game consoles, just about. So I don't think it's a very valid argument anymore at this point, just because they have to end support for it eventually.
Yeah, you got to have that mentality that some of the bigger games now are not going to be going that way. So
there will still be 360 games, sure, but they won't be the big name titles probably.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, what do you guys think about the Fallout 4 trailer, and what are you guys' thoughts on Fallout 4? It's going to be taking place in Boston, it looks like. And people are just going insane. They've been breaking down the trailer so much that they've figured out where the vault is located in Boston. They've seen all the different like locations in Boston, all the different landmarks. It is going, like, people are insane. Like, I saw the trailer, I was like, awesome, cool, I'm super excited for it, and then that was it. And that's all. It's like people are obsessed about this in ways that like I've seen only with like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of like theories going around about it too. It's just like, just calm down, wait for the game to release. It is fun, and people get to use their imaginations a bit, but people get crazy. So yeah, what do you guys think about Fallout 4? Have you played Fallout 3? What did you think of Fallout 3? Are you excited for this one? I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to get my hands on it, and probably will do a playthrough on it. It'll be a long one for sure, but it'll probably be really good. So that is the first piece of news. The second bit of news that I want to talk about is a kind of spiritual successor to Never Ending Nightmares. Now, if you guys remember that game, it was a 2D side-scrolling horror game that was made by, what's his name, Matt Gilgenbach. Very, very awesome game. Had a great atmosphere, had a great job of building up tension before releasing it into like a scare of any sort. It wasn't all about jump scares. It was a really good game. Did you like Never Ending Nightmares?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Now apparently the sequel has been announced. It is called Devastated Dreams, and the trailer, or the teaser trailer, has come out already for it. Looks like it's going to be dealing with a woman, a pregnant woman, and kind of her nightmares and what she goes through. And apparently it's going to be inspired by Filipino folklore. So I'm not quite sure what exactly we're going to be seeing in this game, but it looks like it's going to be using the same exact kind of art style from Neverending Nightmares. It looks like it's got a little bit more color in certain areas than Neverending Nightmares did. The character you're playing as is called Angel. And yeah, like there are shots where you see her and it looks like she's very clearly pregnant, and then there are other parts where she's not. So I'm kind of curious as to whether or not that's going to be a theme that we'll be dealing with in that game, whether that's part of the story of possibly something to do with losing a child or something, and that's part of her nightmares. So I'm super excited for this one. I absolutely loved Neverending Nightmares. I'm very excited to see what this one has to bring to the table. And the way that, I mean, this is just a personal thing, but the way that kind of like the trailer goes and everything, I almost feel like this might be a second part to a trilogy. Like there might be a third Nightmare game or something that will come out afterwards. I can definitely see it happening. So yeah, I'm super excited for this one. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I haven't seen the trailer for the new one, but if it's anything like the first, I really enjoy and think it's kind of ballsy, I guess is the word, or adventurous of the developers to kind of like tackle and even educate people on like mental illness with video games. I think it's really cool. And yeah, Neverending Nightmares was, I thought, a really cool game. I really like the art style. It was like something I'd not really seen before in a game.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, is the second one, did the first one went through Kickstarter, didn't it?
Yes, the first one is through Kickstarter. I don't think this one is. Oh, wait. Sign up to be notified when our Kickstarter launches. So yeah, it will be on Kickstarter. Cool. So yeah, keep an eye on that. When it does come to Kickstarter, maybe I'll mention it in a future episode of MarviDaiz so that people will be aware. Because yeah, I would love to see this one get Kickstarted just like Neverending Nightmares. Man, Neverending Nightmares had a crazy Kickstarter. Were you a part of the Kickstarter?
Yeah, I think that's how I got it. I think I backed it through Kickstarter, if I remember rightly.
So that Kickstarter, he was asking for, I want to say $90,000. And in the last, like I was watching it for the last like hour or so before it was finished. And within that last hour, some person donated the amount of money that it was like maybe $3,300 or something like that.
Yeah. And
somebody donated it, put them over the mark, and then the guy emailed Matt saying, "Oh my God, I accidentally put an extra zero in there. I wasn't supposed to donate that much money, and I don't have that much money available in my account." So he had to redo his donation, which put it back under the mark.
Yeah.
And then there was a quick update saying like, "This is what happened. We're so close to this mark, but we don't know if we're going to be able to make it." And then some of the other the other people who supported it ended up increasing their donations so that it would reach the goal that it was supposed to reach. It was down to the wire. It was crazy.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I was just watching this, just like, oh God, oh God, oh God. But yeah, that was awesome. That was crazy, and it was awesome to see the community come together to do that. And I would love to see them do it again with Devastated Dreams. So definitely keep your eyes out for the Devastated Dreams Kickstarter. And hopefully you guys, I will fund it as well. Hopefully some of you guys will. and we'll get that project going, because I would love to see more from that studio. And then the final piece of news is just a small little snippet of news recently, because not too long ago I played Limbo on my channel, which was just a really short 5-episode playthrough. It's a very cool indie game that released on Xbox 360 originally. I don't know, have you played Limbo?
Nope.
No, okay.
No.
Have you seen it?
No, that's what I'm just now
Okay.
scanning your channel for.
It is a 2D side-scroller. It was actually one of the first ones to kind of go back and start doing retro gaming style stuff. Like it was that game and like Shadow Complex and a few others that kind of got the retro gaming thing going in the Xbox Live indie scene. And they had announced like a year or two later the sequel to Limbo, and it's called Inside. Unfortunately, it's been in development for the past 5 years, and it was supposed to come out early this year, and it's apparently being delayed, which I'm really unhappy to hear, especially considering it's been in development for 5 years. But they said we're so close, but getting it right has taken a little more time than we anticipated. So they're taking their time with it, which is fine, and that's great. But it's going to be a little bit longer. It looks like. Hopefully, it will not become a canceled title, because we've seen this kind of thing happen before. Limbo was an amazing game, and I would love to see more from the developer Playdead. Because I can't get enough of Limbo. I wish Limbo was a longer game. Like, it's only like an hour or two. It has some of the best puzzles that I've ever seen in a video game, and I would love to see them keep doing that kind of stuff. So hopefully we'll get to see it in the near future. Hopefully within the year, maybe next year. But yeah, that was sad news. I was a little upset about that, but it happens.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh no, it's not cool. What are you talking about?
Sorry, cool as in my knowledge has now been widened, and I'm just I kind of brought up your playlist. It does look cool. I'll be checking it out.
Yeah, the art style for Limbo is amazing. It is really cool. Yeah. It's nice. It's like really dark, and like it kind of reminds me, like, in the background at any point I feel like you could see the Slender Man like walking around or something. I would love to see something like that. But anyway. So that's all the news for this week with MarviDaiz. I wanted to quickly mention Brutal Doom. So I did Brutal Doom. You guys have seen me play through Ultimate Doom using Brutal Doom. The how-to video apparently is skyrocketing in views, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Because it's like very clearly says parody, and yet people seem to be going and watching it, which means either A, like Marv had pointed out to me, either they don't know what a parody means, or they're watching it and thinking it's funny, because it's mostly all up likes, and people seem to be really liking it. So I think I might start doing some other like how-to videos with other video games just for fun. Parody how-tos. I think it'd be really fun.
For the shits and giggles.
Exactly.
It was fun. If you haven't seen it, peeps, go check it out.
But anyway, so now we're going to move on to 20 questions. This week, we're going to go from movies over to music. And we kind of talked a little bit about it. I think we're going to try and go with bands. So that way, we can specify like genre and like things like that, but it's not so specific that it's like crazy. So, so we're going to go with bands this time. And I need to think of a band and get my little notebook out so I can tally. All right. Because I think Marv's music knowledge is pretty good, I think, for the most part. So let me think of a band, and we'll go from there. Okay, I got one. All right, so 20 questions, bands. Here we go.
Okay. Well, I feel like there's going to be a failure here, but I'll give it a good go.
I'll probably fail too, honestly, but we'll give it a shot.
Okay, so 20 questions. Here we go. Question number 1. Is it a male band?
Like all members are male?
All members are male?
Yes, I believe so.
Are they a band still going?
I don't know if they're still touring, actually. Let me see. Yes, they are.
It's okay. Were they around in the 80s?
Yes, they were.
Were they around in the 70s?
Yes, they were.
Were they around in the 60s?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so we're looking at the 70s and 80s.
They may have been, but they didn't get big until the 70s,
okay.
I'll say.
So it's a big band. Lovely. Okay.
There you go.
The genre of music, is it metal?
No.
Is it rock?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 6 questions.
I count 7.
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Are there 4 members?
No.
5?
No.
3?
No.
Shit! That's 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, okay. They typically have, I shouldn't say that. I should say normally, like it's hard to say because like it depends on what time period we're talking because they have a different number of band members depending on the time. I'll say right now it looks like they have 4.
Are they American?
Yes.
So there's still a lot of rock bands that are around in the 70s and 80s. Trying to get my head around how to narrow that down.
Right.
Has there been a recent... Alright, has there been a tragic... No, not tragic, hang on. Has there been a bad press story about a band member in the last few months?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. That's 12. Shit. Are they a band who, when touring, can fill stadiums?
Yes.
Okay. Were they in the 70s?
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to think in my head of the band that I'm thinking of. I don't know if they were 70s. I'm going to give it a go, just in case they were.
Okay.
Did they wear makeup or like face paint?
No. But I know who you're thinking about, I think.
Yeah.
Well, they're the ones that got me into rock and roll. If it's the same band I'm thinking about.
Does this band, and I don't think these were in the 70s, but I'm going to ask it just in case.
Okay.
Does this band have a guitarist who wears like a top hat?
No.
Okay, what was that out? I don't think they were 70s.
Thinking Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, they're like 80s, I think.
Yeah. Is this band kind of known for recently doing an Iron Man soundtrack?
No.
Do they still fill stadiums?
I would say that they would. Yeah. I would say they definitely still would.
Why am I struggling? As soon as you tell me, I'm going to punch myself. Have they ever been or like done music for like a well-known advert?
Like it for advertisements?
Yeah. That you know of.
I'm sure their songs have been featured in commercials, but not that they themselves have ever been anything that I know of.
Is their lead singer a lead guitarist?
No.
Okay. Does the lead singer play an instrument?
Yes.
Fuck.
All right. Any guesses?
No.
Okay.
I literally am blank.
Okay. So I'll give you a couple of hints here.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're gonna get it until I actually like say one of the songs. They're originally from Los Angeles, California.
Right.
Okay. Nothing.
Nope.
One of their band members went on to make a very successful solo career as a guitarist.
Okay, hang on.
Okay.
The Police.
No.
They're English, aren't they?
No, yeah.
I was Sing Sting. No.
Okay. They technically were around in the 80s. However, their band ended in 1980 and didn't come back until 1994.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. My last hint to you is on a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, yes, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. Yep.
That is awesome singing, dude. Yeah. No, like, again, they were just oblivious until you sung those lyrics. I was like, shit.
Yeah, Joe Walsh went on to do a solo career. He's done some really good songs. Life's Been Good. That's probably one of my favorite songs by him. But anyway.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I probably need to. There's a few of their songs which I know, but like there's so much of their stuff which I'm just oblivious to.
Mm-hmm.
I probably heard a lot, but I wouldn't be able to name the song or.
Right. Yeah. Hotel California is like the most popular one by them. It was actually ranked number 37 in Rolling Stone's list of top 500 greatest albums all time. Was the album Hotel California?
Yeah.
Band was ranked number 75 on the list of 100 greatest artists of all time. So yeah. So that was the Eagles. Did you guys get it in the comments? Who knows? But that was a tough one, and I'm sure it's going to be really tough when I have to do it as well. So, oh well, another round gone, another failure for Marv. But
yay!
But to be fair, I think this music one's pretty hard. So we'll see how I do in Chit Chat Tuesdays, which will come out tomorrow. But anyway. That's going to do it for this episode. What do you guys think about Fallout 4? Are you excited for it? What do you guys think about the Limbo sequel being delayed? And are you guys excited for the next entry in the Neverending Nightmares storyline? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you guess the Eagles? Are you even old enough to know who the Eagles are?
This is true.
So yeah. But thank you all so much for watching. You guys will make the channel happen, and I thank you very much for that. Thank you, Marv, for being on yet another episode of MarviDaiz.
No, the pleasure is mine, dude. Thank you for having me.
And we will catch you in the next video.